Okay, this is my very first video blog for GameSpot. Today's topic I'm going to be talking about is the earthquake that hit the UK in the early hours of this morning. In the early hours of this morning at 1 o'clock AM, an earthquake hit the UK. The earthquake was pretty big. It was a 5.2. It lasted for 10 seconds, but it did feel longer than that. I was asleep at the time as it was happening. It woke me up. When I woke up, the whole room, my whole bedroom here, what I'm in now, is shaking. It's really shaking, really bad. It felt like the house was about to fall or something. At first I was a little confused because I just woke up. See, because when you're confused you don't know what's happening and that. Anyway, I was trying to think what it was, because it was just happening so fast. And then when I came around, I realised it was an earthquake. At first I thought it might have been a train passing by, but I knew it wasn't a train. A train couldn't make the house shake like that, real bad. The shaking was very strong. The whole house was moving. The walls, the floor, everything. Some stuff did fall off my shelf. A couple of DVDs fell on the floor, a bag of sweets, candy, and my 360 headset. But that was about it. They were the only things that basically fell on the floor in my whole house. Weird. I have like a big bookshelf downstairs, and all the books were fine. I expected all them to be all on the floor when I got downstairs. But anyway, I got up. Even my whole family got up because they were shaken by it. I have felt earthquakes before, when it hit Manchester a few years ago, back in 2002. Yeah, about April 2002 or something like that. I felt big earthquakes, but nothing as big as this one. The last earthquake that I felt might have been about 4.2 or something like that, or 4.1. But this one was a 5.2, and this was pretty big. It's been the biggest earthquake in the UK since 1984. That's like 24 years ago when the last one happened. The earthquake has caused some damage to properties in other areas, basically where the actual fault line was. Basically chimneys have fallen down, fallen onto the floor or in the actual house. One person was injured by it. A chimney fell on him and he broke his pelvis, but lucky enough nobody was killed. What else happened? When I went downstairs to check on my dogs, all my dogs were hiding underneath the table, in the dining room, which is pretty weird. And that was it. Lucky enough, no damage done to my property at all. That's real lucky. I'm glad about that. There's no damage whatsoever. There was no damage basically on my street, but there was damage done to properties a few streets back. A chimney has fallen straight into the house. I think my parents knew the person of that house anyway, but I feel sorry for them. Big insurance job for that. And that was it. I'm just hoping that we don't get any more, because, you know, I just don't really like this kind of stuff. I've felt them before, and I just don't like them. I think if we do have another earthquake of this size again, of 5.2, I have a feeling that it could cause some structural damage to the house. Even the chimney could fall down, which I'm hoping that won't happen. I know after an earthquake you get aftershocks. You don't get them straight away. They normally happen, like, say, within the week or something like that. I have a feeling that we may get some aftershocks later on in the month or something. We might not, but you know, I just have that little feeling. When we had the big earthquakes back in 2002 here in Manchester, there were aftershocks, quite a few of them, but they didn't happen straight after the big earthquake that we had. They happened like weeks later, months later, during the night and stuff. But anyway, and that was it. I hope you enjoy watching this, and if another earthquake happens, I'll make another video blog about it. Okay, thank you very much.